Hello everybody. Let me first apologize for my voice, which as you can hear is on its way out. I hope it lasts to the end of the video and that you can understand enough for this to be useful for you. Today I'm looking at a product from an Italian company called Giudi, G-I-U-D-I. It's a Trifold Rhind leather A5 Organiser, and beyond that I have very little information. The company still makes an A4 folio product, but it no longer seems to make ringed organisers. The only reference and photos I have found online for this product are those from the second-hand goods website where I bought this organiser and refer to this specific item. I have found other Giudi ring products online, but not this specific one. I don't know its age, I don't know its value, I don't even know if it's ever been sold because it still has a original sales tag on it. I did contact the company and ask him for information about this, but they didn't respond. So this video is going to be more history rather than a review about an available product. If you do have any information about this item or any other items from this manufacturer, please do let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about it. But in any case, I can tell you about this product, even if it's not going to be that much use to you. This cost me €75 from a second-hand site, plus postage and packaging from the second-hand site in Germany called Kleinanzeiger. As I said, it's a trifold. Now, I don't have much experience with trifolds, but the thing I noticed immediately is that I expect all organisers from the West, because this is the way we read, open on the right. All books open on the right. So when I have the trifold like this, I expect the trifold to open this way first. And then if that happens, you're actually opening it upside down. So you actually have to open it so that your first move is the opening on the left. I find that a bit weird. It may be absolutely normal with trifolds, in which case fair enough. For me, I'm going to have to really get used to having the opening on the left rather than the opening on the right when I open it. Other than that, okay, fair enough. The outside is soft, high quality, dark brown leather. It has this decorative seam and this Giudi Italy embossing on the front, which you can see here, Giudi Italy. You can see the shiny leather. It's very high quality Italian leather. It is a hefty beast. It is the heaviest organizer I've ever come across. It weighs a massive 500 grams when empty. That's 1.1 pounds if you're still thinking in imperial measures. It is 24.3 centimeters high, 21.3 centimeters wide when closed, and 4 centimeters deep. The closing mechanism are these two golden poppers here, which pop into here like this, and then just unpop them like this. When open, the full width becomes 57 centimeters, so I'm not going to be able to show you the whole thing all at once on my desk. It's almost over half a meter, so I'm going to have to move it so you can see it all the way across. Let's start from left to right. We have space on this side for 7 credit card size items, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the bottom, these last 2 pockets go all the way to the bottom of the organizer. So this one here is 9.5 centimeters deep, and this one here is 5.5 centimeters deep. And on this side also we have a full height pocket, top to bottom pocket. You could easily slip an A5 notebook into this if you want to. Here we are, here's an A5 product. This is the old Flex, so you can easily fit a blanket into this. Actually, it might be useful just to see how big this is compared to the A5 notebook. This is exactly A5. You can see it's really much bigger than A5. It's really quite a hefty beast. The embossed writing here says Giudo M. Let's see if I can get this for you. Giudo M Reg number 456277, made in Italy, genuine leather. There we go. And that number is repeated on the tag here. M Reg number refers to a registered trademark number, and I might be possible somewhere to find an Italian registry where we can look up this number and find out what it refers to. My Italian isn't up to doing that. If anybody does know how to do this, let me know. Then we have the rings. The rings are golden, and they differ from other rings I've seen in that they are slightly flattened at the top. So if I can try and show you this, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can do this in some way, but I can't really show you this. But if you look, you might be able to see that they are very slightly flattened at the top. Okay, it's very slight, but they're slightly flattened at the top. They're not exactly circular like most rings are. So they are 25 millimeters internal diameter left to right, but very slightly smaller diameter top to bottom. This next section provides a smooth... Oh, I should say that all of the pockets are lined with this light brown nylon lining here with Giudi written on it, which adds a little bit to the luxury idea of this. This middle section is a good writing surface. Apart from this ridge here, it's a good writing surface for right-handed people writing on the paper which is in the rings. You can also put an A5 notepad in here, in this slit here. And there is also a full A5 pocket, top to bottom pocket, on the right-hand side of this section, not on the left-hand side. The left-hand side is sewn closed. There is a pen holder rather than a pen loop, and it is rather primitive looking. It's really the only flaw I found in this in terms of its manufacturing, that the leather has not been cut straight. So the bottom of this, where it has been sewn, this right-hand side, this here, is very slightly longer than this side. I don't know if you can see that again, but it's slightly a couple of millimeters off, which is noticeable. So that looks a little bit slapdash to me. It's been designed clearly for pens that have clips, so you can easily put pens in here which have clips, and it works quite nicely in that way. And it also works for very thick pens without too many problems at all. Let me get this back in the middle again. What it doesn't work for, of course, is for narrow pens. They just go straight through. Narrow pens without a clip won't work in this pen holder. On the right hand side, from the last flap, so this flap, which is not a full A5 in terms of width, we have another 3 pockets for credit cards. We have 3 wider pockets which will hold items up to 13 centimeters wide. And again, here we have a top to bottom pocket. So there's lots of space for papers, and again, all pockets are lined with this nylon lining. As you can see, the product lies completely flat, except there is a little ridge which is created by the spine of the rings. So it will rock somewhat. You can either work on this side, you'd have to rock it to work on this side. So that's a little, might be a little annoyance, but otherwise it lies completely flat. And should you want to, you can fold it back on itself, although it doesn't create a flat surface to work with if you do that. It's a little bit of a sort of house of cards you're creating here. It's not really practical, but it can be done. Apart from this pen loop, the quality and the workmanship are excellent. Practicality, less so. I would say it would hold a lot of items, but it's so heavy, I don't think many people would want to carry it around with them. And this was also something that the seller said. I have the impression that this is something, might be the reason this was not a success. As I said, if you know anything about this product, do let me know. To me, it's a bit of a conundrum. But I couldn't resist obtaining this one because it was not too expensive for a good quality product like this, and I hadn't heard of this company before, and I did want to have a look at a Trifold product. That's it. I hope you found this interesting. Even if it's not even if it's not useful, I hope you found it interesting. And I'll see you next time.